passing smoothly through the holes. We open the paper again.
No
The paper is not
quiere.
broken by the ring. The biscuit is not broken. Are you satisfied with
Dice
this
que sí,
solution?
pero te llevo y te
How
traigo.
do you remove this ring? This is a classic puzzle from
Tía,
1980. The
¿utilizas
solution
esto?
might surprise you.
No,
It
te lo
seems
regalo.
impossible.
¿Y
If you
estos
try to
también?
remove it this way, you'll see that the axe
Ay,
is
ya,
much larger than the ring.
llévatelos.
This
Gracias.
is the first impossibility.
Tía,
You can put the ring back and try to remove the axe,
tía, no te
but you'll find it's
vayas.
blocked
Tú eres
by
la
the
única
axe's
que me
ears,
comprende.
making it impossible again.
Ay,
There's a
mija,
larger
pero
cutout
puedes siempre
at the top of the
llamarme.
puzzle
¿Y qué
that's
tal si
large
la
enough for
próxima
the axe to
vacaciones me
pass through.
visitas?
But the chain will get tangled up in the ring, making it even more complicated and
¿quieres esto?
impossible again. So, have you figured out the solution? It's actually quite simple. All you have to do is take an axe,
¿Ya te quieres
place
ir?
it in the cutout,
¿Qué? Yo
and
no
then
dije
place
eso.
half of the axe into the
Ay,
ring.
no, que
Next,
se quede.
move the
Que
ring
se
toward the
quede.
bottom of the puzzle.
Que se
The ring and
quede.
axe will
Amiga,
come to the
mira
side
que
of the
se
puzzle.
¿Qué?
Now, just move the axe to the top cutout. The ring and axe will fall out.
Amiga,
The
fíjate si
puzzle
me
is
metí.
solved.
A
Did
ver,
you like this
volteate.
puzzle?
¿Ah?
How do you separate these two
Oye.
U-bolts? This is one of the
Pero sí o
hardest
no?
puzzles. You might think it's
No.
easy, just removing the nuts will solve it,
No,
but you can't.
la policía.
So what's the solution? If you look
Ustedes no
closely,
tienen
you'll
derecho
see a
a
small
nada.
notch on one of the
Está bien,
bolts.
lo ganó.
All you
Todo
have to
el
do
terreno
is
para
move
mí.
this nut to the
No, no,
bottom.
no, yo
Then
no estoy de
find the
acuerdo.
right angle so the bolt can move to the other side.
¿Podemos ir a casa?
There's a detail. 3 of the
5
nuts
minutitos y
are
nos vamos,
slightly
ya, mi
thinner
amor.
on one side.
Te estoy viendo una
All you have to do is move the thinner side inward and move the other 2 nuts to the bottom and top, respectively. There's a precise point at this point where the 2 bolts cross. What's preventing us from separating them now are these 2 nuts. Let's move this nut upward. The bolt can then move upward a little bit, a little at a time, until it passes over the top nut. Finally, move this nut downward, and you'll see the 2 nuts swap positions. This way, we'll reach a point where we can separate them.
Te
Did you
veo
enjoy this
diferente
puzzle?
desde la
Do
última
you know how to
cita.
put a stick
¿Qué
into a
pasó?
bottle? At first glance, it seems impossible to accomplish, because we have no way to combine the bolt and nut
Suéltame,
inside the
suéltame,
bottle.
suéltame.
But I have to tell you,
Aló, mamá.
the solution is
Hoy
very
voy a
simple.
visitarte en la noche.
Just a
Qué
few
alegría,
steps.
hijita,
Let's
te
see.
quiero. Yo también te
Here
quiero.
are all the parts. We put them into the bottle. The ball is the key to solving the
¿Qué
puzzle.
pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
Think about how to use
A ella le
it.
gusta que le den duro
The
y se
second
la
step,
coman.
combine the
A
pin
ella le
with the
gusta que
stick,
se la
and
coman.
then put it into the bottle.
¡Ey, no!
The third step, we move the pin
No.
to find a suitable angle, and it will fall into the hole. The next step is the most tricky. We need to combine the bolt, but it's very easy to fall off. Once you complete this step, all you have to do is bring the ball close to the nut. Then use the friction of the ball to turn the nut like this. You will see the nut slowly moving, one step at a time. If you have enough patience, repeat the same action, and after about a few minutes, the stick will be completely locked in the bottle. So, can you take the stick out? Do you know how to fit 6 T-shaped pieces into a box? This is a classic puzzle from 2010. Just because the cutout shape matches the T, you might think to place them in the box like this. But when we put in 4 T's, the 5th one won't fit completely. In fact, the T's can also be placed vertically. But this doesn't mean the puzzle is easy to solve, because they can only accommodate 3 vertically. When we put in the 4th one, we encounter the same problem. It all depends on how effectively we use the space. We need to combine 2 approaches. We need to place the first T horizontally, and you'll see there's still a lot of space on both sides of the box. Then, place the second one vertically and move it to the right. It will fall to the bottom of the box. Next, use the same method for another one, but move it to the left. Now, place the 4th one vertically and let it slide down. For the 5th one, we do the same thing. Now, we'll have enough space to place the last T. Do you like this puzzle? How can you fit the 10th penny into the frame? This is a famous puzzle from the United States in 2016. At first glance, it seems very simple because there is still a lot of space at the edge of the frame, but you just can't fit it in. You can try arranging the coins inside the frame in different ways, but the problem remains the same. You will always end up with a coin that cannot be fully placed in the frame. After some time of trying, you will realize that each time it's just a matter of lacking a tiny bit of space. The reason is simple, because the puzzle has only one true solution, and you must find the exact position of each coin.
Pa tu
So,
chanchito.
what is the solution?
Ahorra.
Let's see. All we have to do is place 3 coins like this, close to the upper left corner.
Gracias, abuelita.
Then, place 4 coins along the diagonal of the frame. Next,
Vamos a
place the
jugar.
remaining 2 coins close to the other coins, on either side of the frame.
Hijita, ¿todo bien?
You can then easily place the last coin, and there will still be extra space. Do you like this puzzle?
Este vestido no me
How can these 5
gusta.
pieces be used to build a square?
Pero si te queda tan
This is a
lindo.
classic puzzle from the 20th century in the United States.
¿Por qué siempre tengo
When you
que
try
ir
to combine them,
contigo?
the square formed is not complete.
Porque soy tu mamá
As you
y
can
te
see,
tengo que cuidar.
I can easily build a square with 4 pieces.
Mami,
But the
¿podemos
problem
hablar?
is that you need to use
Claro,
all 5
pasa,
pieces.
pasa.
You can try rearranging them, but each
Mamá,
shape you build
¿cuál
is very
pongo?
strange.
¿Este o este?
Either the square
Este
is incomplete
amarillito está
or there's an extra piece.
hermoso. Gracias.
So, what is the solution?
Mami,
This piece is the key to
¿quieres ir
solving the
conmigo a la
puzzle.
fiesta de Camila?
When we combine it with the other
Vamos, pues.
pieces, you'll see that they form a strange angle,
Regia.
one that doesn't exist in a square.
Ahora sí, alistamos.
But if we use our imagination and change the angle slightly, like this, and then place the second piece here, we'll form the first right angle. Then, place the third piece here, positioning the triangular piece here.
¿Te apuras?
Finally, place the small square here, and the puzzle is solved. Do you like this puzzle?
Ya, hijita, déjame
Can you
ver.
use these 5 pieces to form a circle? This is a puzzle from the United States in 1990. When you combine 4 pieces together, you will find that you cannot add the last piece. You can replace any one piece, but the problem
Siempre
remains
será
the
mi
same.
princesa.
The reason is simple.
Gracias, mami.
You will see this part becoming narrower, and the hole also has the same problem. You must combine it from above to fit it with this piece.
Mami.
But the problem is that you need to combine it from below with another
Ay,
piece.
hijita, no puedo,
They are
tengo
caught
que ir
in
a
some kind of
trabajar.
loop, making it seem impossible to combine them.
Ya que veinte en el
So,
examen, tienes que ir a
what is the
recoger mi
solution?
diploma. Esa
When
es
we
mi
combine 2
hija.
pieces together,
Tú te irás a
they
recoger.
form a
Sí,
step
mamá tiene
between
que ir a
them,
trabajar.
and the different pieces have different heights. We need to find 3 pieces that fit together and ensure the step width is the largest.
Ay, no, hijita, pero sé
Then,
que te vas a ver
combine the
muy
remaining 2 pieces together, and finally place them diagonally to find a suitable angle. Everything fits perfectly. And you like this puzzle?
Disculpa, mijita.
Can you build a ball with
Pero si
these
no
6
trabajo,
wooden
no
blocks?
comemos.
This is a puzzle with a
prometo
history
que
spanning
cuando
several
sea grande
centuries.
te voy
You
a
will
dar
find that these
todo.
blocks fit together
Por
very
eso tienes
easily,
que estudiar,
and
para
you
que no
might
seas
think
igual que
this
yo.
is a simple puzzle.
Ya,
In fact,
levanta la cabeza,
using
ponte
this
firme.
method, we can only combine
A seguir.
5 blocks of 5,
Sí, a
and you will see
estudiar.
that the remaining gaps are not large enough to add the last block. If you try to insert it,
Mami.
the other blocks will scatter.
Qué
It
rico
looks
huele.
completely impossible to complete.
Hola, hijita.
But I want to tell you that the solution is very
Servido.
interesting and does not
Gracias,
require any
mami.
glue or nails.
Gracias, mami.
All you have to do is combine 3 blocks first. But there's a
Hola,
key
mami.
point here. Now, we
Hola,
place the third
hijita.
piece on the
Esa es
left,
tu comida
and they
favorita.
form a shape like this.
Ah.
Now,
Okay.
we build another set of blocks in the same way, but the
Chicas,
third block
comida lista.
needs to be placed on the right.
Déjalo aquí.
We will
Sí,
form
el
2
mío
sets of
también.
blocks facing opposite directions. Finally,
Hijito,
we
¿comemos?
find a suitable angle and gently
Todavía no
push,
tengo hambre.
and they form
Si
a
quieres,
ball.
come tú.
And it's very sturdy. Do you like this puzzle? Can you remove the ring from the cross? This is a puzzle that's been
Mami,
around
¿estás
for
bien?
centuries. As you can see, the ring is much smaller than the cross, and it's obviously impossible to remove it from the sides. The only thing you can do is try to separate the cross. But the problem is that apart from it being slightly loose, we can't do anything, and we can't see the hidden mechanism. But I'm here to tell you that the solution to the puzzle is ingenious, and you can remove the ring in just 1 second.
Mica,
So what is the
¿te cambio la
solution?
pierna por el pecho?
The secret
Ya,
lies
pues.
hidden between the 2 wooden blocks. Let's look at a simple action. You
Lucas,
just need to
préstame
place
tu
it on a
polera.
flat table and rotate it.
Pero tú
You'll
préstame
find
tu
that the 2
parlante.
parts of the cross
Bueno.
separate. This is all thanks to physics. We can see that there's a movable wooden stick
Bueno, escoge
hidden
un amarillo
inside
y
the
un rojo.
blocks,
Ya,
which
pues.
locks the blocks together
Ya,
no matter which
cambio.
way we tilt them, only becoming hidden when the rotation generates centrifugal force. Did you like this puzzle? Can you remove the star from the snake? This is one of the
Traviesa,
most
¿no?
difficult puzzles, and you
La
might
tía
think it's
Rosita
simple
va a
at
venir
first
a
glance.
visitarnos. La tía
As you can see,
quién?
when
Si
you
llega
try
el
to
destello,
remove it,
la hacen
it keeps
pasar, ¿ok?
spinning inside the
Está
snake
bien.
and just won't come out. It's like we're in a loop, because every time we remove one point of the star, another one goes back into the snake.
Ay,
But
yo te
since it's a
conozco a ti
puzzle,
desde que
there
eras
must be
muy
a solution.
pequeña. Sí,
So what
tía.
is the solution?
Ya vengo.
We need to observe the star carefully and find some differences.
Micaela,
You'll see that each point is a different length,
llegó mi
and their widths also vary slightly. First, we need to find the shortest point, move it to this position, and make sure it faces us. Then find the narrowest point and position it like this, making sure the second shortest is to their right. In this exact position, we just need to make a simple movement, like this, and the star is removed from the snake. Did you like this puzzle? Do you know how to put 6-letter T in a box? This is a classic puzzle from 2010. Just because the cutout shape is consistent with the T, we would put them in the box like this. But when we put in the 4 T's, the 5th T can't fit all the way into the box. In fact, the T can also be placed vertically. But this does not mean that the puzzle can be easily solved, since it can only accommodate 3 vertically, and we will have the same problem when we put the 4th. It all depends on how effectively we use the space. We need to combine the 2 options. We need to place the first T horizontally, and you will see that there is still a lot of space on both sides of the box. Then, put the second one vertically and move to the right. It will fall to the bottom of the box. Next, take the same approach, another, but move to the left. Now we place the 4th vertically and let it slide down. For the 5th, we repeat the same thing. Now we will get enough space for the last T. Did you like this puzzle? Can you get the coin out of the box? This is a very, very interesting puzzle. To get the coin out, you have to position the box like this. But the problem is that 8 metal balls will fall down and block the exit. To ensure there should be enough space to pass through, you have to turn the box upside down. But the problem is, we can't get the coin out. You might say, shake the puzzle up and down quickly to bounce the coin. But you can't do that either. You can try various different angles, but the problem remains the same. Another way is to place the balls on either side of the opening and then quickly flip the box. But as you can see, the balls move much faster than the coin, and they block the opening again. So how do you solve this puzzle? The solution is very interesting and quite simple, requiring one of your favorite techniques. All we have to do is hold the ring, position the puzzle vertically, and then hit the box. When the box spins enough, the coin will be released due to centrifugal force. Did you like this puzzle? Can you build a heart out of these wooden blocks? This is a puzzle that has been passed down in China for thousands of years. It's called the Lubin lock. Legend has it that Lubin, to test his son's intelligence, designed a puzzle toy out of wooden blocks. His son spent an entire night trying to complete it, but failed. From then on, this toy became widely popular and evolved into an intellectual training tool. The Lubin lock's design is inspired by the mortise and tenon structure pioneered in ancient Chinese architecture. It consists of a set of wooden blocks that connect with each other through different shapes and grooves to form a stable object. Later generations developed various shapes of Lubin locks. It's designed as a complex and challenging puzzle, requiring players to think, observe, and reason to find the unlocked method. The shape and grooves of each wooden block are meticulously designed, making them seem difficult to disassemble or recombine. Did you like this puzzle? Do you know how to assemble a square using 8 pieces? This is a puzzle from the US in 2016. One particularly tricky aspect is that a piece can be placed here, or in a different place, or even in the same spot. Different pieces can be placed. The problem is that if even one piece is placed incorrectly, the final shape will be very strange. So what's the solution? Let's take a look. We have 8 uniquely shaped pieces. Once you start solving it, you'll find there are countless possibilities for their arrangement. But the problem is that there are no clues telling us where they should be placed, and the puzzle has only one solution. You must find the exact position and orientation of each piece. When the pieces are in the correct positions, you'll see that there are no gaps that cannot be filled. Now we only have 2 pieces left. We place this piece here. If we flip the last piece over, you can see that they